Are you one of those people who suffer from electromagnetic hypersensitivity, fatigue, tiredness, stress, brain fog, aches, and pains? What if I told you that you can soak your way into serenity? Soak in Serenity, our new herbal bath formula, is known to soothe anxiety, relieve stress and fatigue in just one bath. Visit our store at blacksunrise.com/herbs-page. Remember to spell sunrise SONRISE. Welcome to another segment of your Global Black News. This article was taken from law.upenn.edu, Center for Ethics and the Rule of Law. The title of the article is Trump's Administration or Trump Administration's Secret Authorizations to Sell Nuclear Tech to Saudi Arabia. This was August 5th, 2019. The House Committee on Oversight and Reform released a 50-page report on July 29th documenting that corporate and foreign interests motivated the Trump administration's decision to secretly transfer nuclear technology to Saudi Arabia, a charge minority members of the committee have denied. While the committee's allegations of corruption are deeply troubling, they distract from the larger concern that the secret authorizations violated the law and jeopardized national security. Congress should assert its oversight power to fix this breakdown in America's nuclear protocol by ensuring a process that is transparent, lawful, and aligned with America's national security interests. Allegations of conflicts of interest between senior Trump administration officials and Riyadh's quest for nuclear energy are not new. ProPublica first reported on this story in 2017. The majority's report, however, reveals for the first time the sheer extent of foreign and corporate influences on White House policy and deserves the attention of every lawmaker in Congress. America's nuclear cooperation with foreign states is theoretically governed by the AEA, Atomic Energy Act. The AEA is a product of President Eisenhower's post-World War II Atoms for Peace initiative, which rewarded peaceful law-abiding states with a nuclear energy program. A former U.S. nuclear agreement, sometimes called a 123 agreement, after the corresponding section of the AEA must be reviewed by Congress. Even without a 123 agreement, however, Section 57B of the AEA permits the Secretary of Energy to issue so-called Part 810 authorizations, which are named after the corresponding section in the Code of Federal Regulations. These authorizations do not permit building actual nuclear reactors abroad, but they do allow U.S. companies to sell reactor designs, nuclear technology, and operational information, including training to foreign countries. While Congress does not review or approve Part 810 authorization at present, the administration must keep Congress fully and currently informed of their status. Yet the Trump administration secretly approved 7 Part 810 authorizations between December 2017 and February 2019, which allowed U.S. companies to sell nuclear technology to Riyadh. Absent from the recent debate in Congress is a discussion of how these authorizations violated the law and jeopardized national security independently of the problem of outside influence examined in the majority report. Black Sunrise, waking the masses off their asses. By approving the 7 Part 810 authorization, the Trump administration violated the law by 1. Exercising unlawful secrecy, and 2. Ignoring or otherwise failing to adhere to federal regulations for granting authorization. Unlawful secrecy. The AEA requires the President to keep Congress fully and currently informed of any initiative or negotiations pursuant to a 123 agreement, which the White House has been negotiating with Riyadh since 2012. Part 810 authorizations were clearly an initiative meant to advance these negotiations, given the Trump administration's desire to win Riyadh's highly anticipated tender to build the first 2 nuclear reactors next year. The Trump administration violated the plain meaning of this statute by failing to notify Congress as soon as it granted each of the 7 authorizations. It's actually a pretty long article. I'll just get to the policy recommendations. I'll just read off 2 of them. The Trump administration's secret approval of the 7-part 810 authorizations have revealed a breakdown in America's nuclear protocol. The below recommendations can strengthen Congress' oversight role and ensure a process that is transparent, lawful, and in line with America's national security interest. Bullet point 1 or recommendation 1, Congress should strengthen their oversight of Part 810 approval process. Point 2, lawmakers in the House of Representatives should introduce companion legislation S 1127 to expedite that bill's package. Recommendation number 3, Congress should ensure that any eventual nuclear agreement with Riyadh strongly discourages the acquisition or development of nuclear weapons on the part of Saudi Arabia. And 4, Washington should work with Riyadh to fulfill its renewable energy pledge, especially by striving to meet its solar energy goals. I think that was a great article. I'll make sure and post the article in the description for you to read. I don't have much to say about this, but according to the Law Department of the University of Pennsylvania, they are stating that there were illegal dealings in this agreement, in that they did not alert Congress about the sale of America's nuclear technology to Riyadh. Join us again for another segment of your Global Black News. But in closing, I thought that this is quite interesting. What concerns me is the recommendations. There was recommendation number 3, says Congress should ensure that any eventual nuclear agreement with Riyadh strongly discourages the acquisition or development of nuclear weapons on the part of Saudi Arabia. Experts are at loggerheads over whether a future nuclear agreement should require Riyadh to renounce uranium enrichment or plutonium processing, known as the gold standard. While many experts worry this could drive Riyadh to partner with Russia, China, or South Korea, Congress must bear in mind that the gold standard in the United Arab Emirates 2009 nuclear agreement will expire unless Washington enforces the same standard on Riyadh. At a minimum, Congress must ensure Riyadh signs onto the IAEA additional protocol. So what disturbs me, because I don't know the whole laws of the United States regarding the sale of nuclear technology, the one thing that stood out to me was recommendation number 3. So we understand that there was a sale of nuclear technology to the Saudis, but nowhere in the agreement does it discourage converting this technology into weapons. Yikes, that concerns me. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in your comment section, and I'm going to post the article for you to read. Okay? Join us again for another segment of your Global Black News.